COVID are 140 persons. We have moved 80 of them to Madawini location with the appropriate security from the police, the prisons, and the army. We were, at the very time that the incident happened at Lusignan, we were expanding an area to the east of the Lusignan Prison to put up tents and put in place cots and new beds for the social distancing in relation to those who would have been left behind. That work was peremptorily stopped as a result of the events on Saturday. It was resumed yesterday morning. It is on the way, and I anticipate by tomorrow that we will be in a better position to move some of those prisoners who are in the holding bills over to that area, and perhaps to bring back the infected ones to Lusignan.
Thank you, Honorable Minister. Honorable Member, Ms. Deepa Chandan, Edmund.
Thank you once again, Mr. Speaker. Honorable Minister, question 2 is very specific. Can you state the nature and the extent of the injuries of the prisoners and their cause or causes of death?
Honorable Minister.
Thank you, Honorable Member. I did see the number of prisoners who were killed. Those are 2 in number. 5 were injured. The nature and extent will have to be determined based on autopsy reports. I do not have those as yet. And the reports from the prison authorities will detail the nature and the extent of those injuries.
Thank you, Honorable Minister. Honorable Member, Ms. Deepa Chandan.
Mr. Speaker, I'll yield to my colleague, the Honorable Ms. Henry.
Honorable Member, Dr. Nicholas Henry.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I listened to the response being given by the Minister, and I'm standing here in relation to question 3, which is very specific, and asks what measures were implemented in keeping with the World Health Organization and FAO's guidance as it relates to persons who are in detention and prison facilities for COVID-19. The Minister would have acknowledged the severe risk of COVID-19 in prisons and detention settings, with some 140 prisoners being infected at one facility. Can the Minister confirm that preventative efforts are being taken at other facilities across this country? And can he say how the response would incorporate at least 4 of the minimum requirements? The first one being reduction of overcrowding. Secondly, ensuring the health, safety, and human dignity not only of the prisoners, but the staff at the prison.
Member Dr. Henry. Honorable Member Dr. Henry, I just want to bring your attention to the question itself. That
Yes,
is
sir.
the issue at the said prisons, right?
Yes,
But
sir.
here we are dealing with Lusignan.
Thank
So,
you.
if we can confine, I think the Minister did answer about some of the others. So let's give him a chance to answer. On this standing order, 18 honorable members, I'm allowing the 2 supplemental questions. This is the final one.
But
Conclude, honorable.
thank you, and I
member.
wish to conclude. I ask that the Minister please provide specifically what recommendations from the World Health Organization and FAO is being implemented at the Lusignan Prison as we speak at this time. And those I would want to say must have the areas of overcrowding addressed, the areas of continued preventative service for those prisoners that have medical conditions that are pre-existing. It must also take into account the human dignity and well-being, not only of the prisoners, but the prison officers and other staff at that facility. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Member. Honorable Member, the Minister of
Thank you,
Home Affairs.
Mr. Speaker. And I want to thank the honorable member for any genuine interest she has in the issue being discussed. In respect of the measures, the first-line measures being done or being practiced in relation to the COVID pandemic, I had asked and we had also received and provided the masks, the washing materials, the fluids and all other things for all the prisons, including Lusignan. So that's the first thing. Those articles and measures which are in place at Lusignan are also in place at the other prisons. It might have escaped the honorable member that I did speak to the issues in relation to the congestion, which we found and which you are actively dealing with at the time that this event took place. So I don't want to repeat those again. But I want the honorable member to rest assured, based on what I said on Thursday, and on what I'm saying even now, that we are taking active measures to create space that is secure and safe, not only for the prisoners, but for the public, in respect of this matter.
Thank you, Honorable Member. Ms. Clerk.
Mr. Speaker, am I allowed to ask the Minister a question?
Honorable Member, Minister of Parliamentary Affairs.
Am I allowed to ask a question, please? Honorable Minister, could you say when, do you know, or the date when the United Nations body visited Lusignan and condemned the prison unless urgent and remedial action was taken to improve the conditions? Do you know what year that was, sir? Could you please tell this House?
Honorable Minister of Home Affairs.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Honorable member, I cannot tell you the date, but I'm aware it was condemned. I'm aware that and you could perhaps help me with the date. And also, I could say, and I thought I impressed on the House, since last Thursday, and it was reported in the press and on social media, that a visit was made and we were taking immediate steps to deal with the issue. And that since Thursday, when we had a discussion at the level of the presidency and the cabinet, we have already allocated funds and taken steps to deal with the matter even now and before this incident happened. And we intend to have in the result a new and modern facility for prisoners at Lusignan.
Thank you, Honorable Member.